What's up, guys? It's your boy Nathan. We're back with another video. This morning, as I'm back in my house now, just finished up school, finished up the exams. I just moved back into my little downstairs room. And my mother, she has this childcare business and she has babies and whatnot. So first day back home from school, from university, I go upstairs and I just see this baby just screaming and shaking and crying uncontrollably. And I was observing how my mom was literally holding her and taking care of her. And she said something that really stuck with me. And it seems so simple, but I just found it so profound. I just wanted to share with you guys today. And as she was holding this baby that was just crying uncontrollably, I think I kind of scared her, I guess, like she didn't know me or whatever. She was crying and shaking uncontrollably. She was just, what babies do. But my mother was holding her in her arms, taking care of her and saying, "Come on, baby, don't worry. You're safe with me." Reassuring her, the baby that was crying. And for me, that spoke to me so much because I feel like a lot of times that is how we are in the arms of God. Now, maybe you're somebody who is going through a hard trial. Maybe a loved one just passed away. Maybe you're trying to figure out what to do with your life. Maybe you feel lost. Maybe you're stuck in a job that you hate or studying. You don't even know what to study in university. Maybe you really have it bad and you just lost everything. Everyone's forsaken you. And I'm not trying to downplay that. But a lot of times I feel like we are like that baby that was held in my mother's arms, crying, screaming uncontrollably, so worried, so scared, when all the while my mother has her held in her arms, telling her, "Don't be afraid, you're safe with me." Now, there's a story in the Bible with Peter, one of Jesus' disciples. And they were on a boat with the other disciples, and Jesus had went on ahead of them to another town, or they thought. And as they were on the boat, they see a ghostly figure in the water, or at least they thought it was a ghost. Jesus was walking on the water, and the disciples were afraid. They were like, "Is this a ghost? What is this?" They're crying out because there was a storm, and in the middle of the storm, they see a ghost walking on the water. But Jesus said, "Don't be afraid, it is I." So Peter, being the bold disciple that he was, said, "Lord, if it's you, call me out to the water with you. Let me walk on it with you." So he called him out, and Peter began to walk on the water. And he had his gaze fixed on Jesus. He was looking at Jesus. He was walking on the water as Jesus called him out. But in that same story, it says that as he began to look at the winds and the waves and how they were crashing around him, he began to lose his focus and he began to sink. And he began to cry out, "Lord, save me." And the Lord pulled out his hand and pulled him out. He said, "O ye of little faith, why are you so afraid?" Now you might be saying, "Okay, Nathan, why are you telling me this? Like, you don't understand what I'm going through. You don't understand all these trials and tribulations I'm going through. You're just a young man. You don't know the problems I have in my life." But let me just tell you and remind you, there's a lot of times, guys, our problems to God are nothing. It's like a fleeting vapor that's here today and gone tomorrow. Our problems, guys, when you put it into perspective, our problems really don't mean anything in this world. Now, I'm not trying to downplay your problems, but to God, a lot of times, guys, we don't see that the Lord just has us in his hand. The question is, what are you focusing on? We see that Jesus still had mercy on Peter, even though he lost his focus on him as he was walking on the water. We see that he was walking on the water. When he lost his focus, he began to sink. But Jesus still had mercy on Peter, and he pulled him out. He said, "Oh, ye of little faith, why are you so afraid?" So if you're scared of anything right now, maybe you're fearful, maybe you've been anxious lately, maybe you feel uncertain about what's going to happen to you, let me just remind you of how Jesus pulled out Peter out of the water. And that if we keep our eyes fixed on him, we will be walking on the water, guys. We will be, even though there are trials and tribulations, yes, the waves and the winds are around us. Yes, we understand that. But the Bible says, "Thou will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on me because he trusts in me." Guys, when your eyes are fixed on Jesus, yes, there are trials, yes, there are tribulations, things that might look scary or fearful. But when your eyes are fixed on Jesus, you're going to be walking on the water, guys. The Bible says that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. When you walk through the fire, it will not consume you, and the waves will not overwhelm you, says the word. So yes, there are trials. Yes, there are scary things. Yes, there are fearful events. Yes, there are bad things that happen sometimes. Jesus himself said, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." So guys, let's not be like that baby who was in my mother's arm, screaming and crying, all the while she doesn't even realize she's safe. That's the thing, guys. We are truly safe in the Lord's arms. Yes, we look around and we get afraid sometimes. It's like when Peter was walking on the water, he was afraid. He began to lose his focus. But at the end of the day, he was always safe. Jesus pulled him right back out of the water. He said, "Oh, ye of little faith, why are you so afraid?" So guys, I know I said a lot. I might have repeated something like 1,000 times, but I really just want to get that point across, guys, that there's never anything to be afraid of. Jesus told us countless times in the Bible, we see, "Do not fear, for I'm with you. Do not be discouraged. Do not be dismayed." Why are you so afraid? Jesus was literally sleeping while the disciples were on a boat. Like, they thought they were going to die. And they would call out to him being like, "Master, don't you care if we die? Don't you care if we perish?" Because he was taking a nap while they were all so afraid. Guys, let us have that peace that surpasses all understanding. Let us not be moved by the things of this world. There's always going to be something, guys. But we can have that perfect peace if we keep our eyes on him. He will deliver us. The Bible says that the afflictions of the righteous are many, but he delivers us from them all. So guys, be encouraged. Be strong and courageous. Don't let the enemy get you down. I love you guys. I hope this was a blessing to you all. I'm going to try to be more consistent with the videos, guys, now that I'm back from school. I'm on summer break. I'm more on my own schedule. So with that being said, guys, I love y'all. Have a blessed day. Peace.